it's me, Sweetie, and thank you for being here for another video. So when I'm filming this, it's just been the long weekend for Memorial Day. I hope you guys had a nice relaxing Memorial Day and maybe did something fun over the weekend. I know I did. It was also my two best friends' birthdays, so we went out and had fun at the Scarborough Fair, which is like a local Renaissance fair near my town. And we also went out and had celebratory dinners, and so there was a lot going on. And of course it was super fun and I enjoyed it, but I'm a little tuckered out today. So today I thought about just relaxing at home and doing some things to chill and have a nice time. So I thought about playing some of my favorite video games. Now I can't play just any kind of video game. It either has to be super cute and kawaii or super gruesome horror. So I'm basically either going to be playing Animal Crossing or Silent Hill. So it did get me thinking that I wanted to share with you guys some of my favorite kawaii games and maybe share some with you that you've never heard of before and would like to try for yourselves. So break out your GameCube or your PSP and get ready to find some new kawaii games with me. So I feel like for number one, I have to start off with the most obvious, which is Animal Crossing. I love the Animal Crossing universe so much, and it's been a big part of my life since I was a kid. I've played a good amount of the games. I have quite a bit of merch, stickers, keychains. I've done a Lolita look inspired by Isabelle, which is on my Instagram, which is linked below. And I also recently did a video giving you guys a tour of my Animal Crossing island, and I will link that video up above for you guys. Now, of course, everyone, or what seems like everyone, got really into Animal Crossing New Horizons at the beginning of the pandemic. It could not have come out at a better time. Everyone was stuck inside, and this adorable video game let us all escape to an island that we designed ourselves with adorable and sassy little animals. However, this is far from the first Animal Crossing game that's existed or that I've played. I did also play New Leaf, which was the version for the Nintendo 3DS, super fun and cute. But my favorite of all time has got to be the original Animal Crossing for the GameCube. I sunk so many hours into this game, it is not even funny. The music plays in my head on repeat throughout the day. And I feel like so many other people also have that experience with the original GameCube Animal Crossing. Now for some of y'all out there watching this, the GameCube might have been well before you had access to video games, but the original Animal Crossing for that console just has so much charm to it. The graphics are a little blockier, but I think that's got some really fun nostalgic value to it, and I just find myself always coming back to play this game when it's raining outside or I just need to feel comfortable. I actually have right here my original Animal Crossing game guide for the GameCube. As you can see, both of the covers have fallen off, and it's definitely worse for the wear, that's for sure. But I think it's fun to go back and look at all the little notes I left for myself. This is pretty cringe, honestly, but let me find it. In the furniture section where you can see all of the furniture sets, you can get all the pieces. At this time, I was also super obsessed with the cartoon show Teen Titans on Cartoon Network. I was absolutely obsessed with it. And so I went through the furniture sets and I labeled which set each of the Teen Titans would have. So obviously Beast Boy would have the green collection, Robin got the modern collection, and of course Starfire got the lovely series. And Raven didn't get one because I didn't like her. But yes, Animal Crossing in any iteration you want to play it is a really awesome go-to kawaii game. If you've never played anything like those games, there are a lot of similar copycat games that came out after Animal Crossing. But if you want to play the original, I highly recommend it, and I think you'll have a really good time. Sissy, I'm filming, honey. Speaking of Animal Crossing, my animals have crossed into my filming studio and we're chewing on this lovely plastic. The next kawaii game I wanted to share with you guys is actually a mobile game called Neko Atsume. Now, as you can probably tell from the name of the game, Neko Atsume is a Japanese game, which translated into English means cat collector. And that's pretty much what you do throughout the game. You're given a cute little patio yard and you can put out like food and different like toys and furniture for cats, and they'll basically come and visit your yard. When you close the app, it like refreshes it, and when you open it back up, like more different cats have visited your yard and they eat the food, so you've got to buy more food, but the cats leave you sardines that you can buy furniture with. It's got a whole economy. But there are rare cats you can collect. My favorite probably being Tubbs. That's who is on this little pillow right here. See, it says Neko Atsume. So it's one of my favorite, just really easy, low effort games you can play. I actually got a tattoo in the style of Neko Atsume for my cat that passed away a few years ago. And it is completely free to play. I think you can put money into it if you want to, but it's not like one of those games where it's like, you have to pay them money or you won't have fun. It's super easy to get the sardines that the cats give you to then buy more furniture, so it's completely free and completely fun. The next game I want to share with you guys isn't really itself kawaii, but there is like a little kawaii gem tucked away into the game, and that's what I want to share with y'all. So if you were around for the GameCube era like I was, you are probably familiar with a game called Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. I do have the disc for it. I think it's in my GameCube right now, so I don't have access to it, but I played this game a ton when I was a kid. It's still one of my favorites to go back to this day, but my favorite part of the game is the Chow Garden. Now, if you've never played, you're probably wondering, what the heck is a Chow? I truly honestly don't know myself, but they are cute and I do like them. So basically you play the levels throughout the Sonic game, and at the end of each level you have the opportunity to go into the Chow Garden. You have to like collect this little key that's planted in each of the levels. So basically there are these 3 different gardens that you can unlock, and within those gardens you can like hatch and raise and teach these little Chow creatures. You can bring them little upgrades so they upgrade their skills, and you can like race them in little obstacle courses. You can drop them off at the kindergarten so they can learn to draw or play the drums. It's just very cute and unnecessary and pointless, and I love it. Now, while it is very cute, your Chows in fact will die. If you ever played, you probably know the horror of walking into the Chow Garden to have some fun times, and you see one of your Chows go into, it's like a little cocoon they go into, and then they die. I remember that happened to me one time, and so I ran out of the garden and I was like, it's probably a mistake, it's probably a glitch, it'll be gone when I come back, and I went back in and it started dying again, so I pretty much just told myself I would never go into the garden again, so my Chow didn't have to die. His name was Bubbles. Anyway, so if you happen to have the capability to get your hands on a GameCube and this game, maybe through an emulator, I'm sure someone's done it online, the Chow Garden is super fun, and I really recommend it if you need something to play that's just like completely head emptying. Oh, and I also actually did recreate a model of the Chow Garden on my Animal Crossing island, so if you want to see that, I linked it above at the beginning of the video. Moving on, I'd like to share with you guys not necessarily a specific game, but more of like a genre of games. Otome games, to be specific. And if you've never heard of Otome games, you sweet innocent child, come with me! So these games are basically like visual novels with very beautiful anime characters, and it's a dating sim, and I like them. They're basically like the cheesy romance version of games for PS Vita, and I could not recommend them enough. Actually, while they did used to be played mostly on PS Vita, I know that these games are actually available on the Switch right now. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe I heard that they are leaving the Nintendo eShop soon, so a lot of them are on discount. So if you would like to play some trashy romance graphic novel anime games, go for it! It's on sale! Now, you won't only find these kinds of games on the Vita or on the Switch. There are a lot of fun PC Otome games that have like LGBTQ+ rosters. Some of them are really funny, like there's a version where you're a pigeon that dates other pigeons. It's like a whole universe of fun, like either just really trashy romance or really fun, goofy games, and I really recommend them if you've never heard of or played them before. So for this next kawaii game I want to share with you guys, I have to break out the really old school stuff. So this is my original Game Boy Color like carrying pouch that I had in elementary school. Of course, it's got Pikachu on it, and it definitely has quite a bit of staining, but I still love it so much. In here, I don't store my Game Boy Color, but I do have this adorable pink Game Boy Advance that I actually got refurbished from a gaming convention I went to recently. I did add these cute little cherry blossom stickers here, so cute. But inside of this game is one of my favorite Kawaii games of all time, and that is Hamtaro Ham Ham Heartbreak. Here's the little game cartridge, super cute. Hamtaro was an anime that played, to my knowledge, only on Cartoon Network, like in the early 2000s. I was obsessed with it. I still have this super cute Hamtaro backpack that I got from one of my first anime conventions. And if you've watched my Kawaii tattoo video I made, you will know that I am dying to get a tattoo from this video game. And I actually might be at the end of this month. Now, I don't know exactly when this game was put out, but it was definitely quite a while ago. But the game still holds up really well. The music is cute, the design levels are cute and fun. The puzzles are actually somewhat difficult, even for me now as an almost 30-year-old. And if I'm being honest, if I were to genuinely recommend any of these games to you, wanting to know for sure that you would love it right away, Ham Ham Heartbreak is definitely that game. I've probably played through the game itself 2 or 3 times now, and I still love it just the same every single time. I really recommend it if you can get your hands on it. So the plot of the video game is that there is this mean, stinky little hamster named Spat that's going around and like destroying hamsters' love and like breaking them up, like relationships or friendships or partnerships. He's just making these hamsters have a really bad time. And then there's this other hamster named Harmony, who's like the hamster of love and happiness. And she's like, we gotta stop this hamster from being mean to other hamsters. And so she sends Hamtaro and Bijou on a mission to go and save all the hamsters' love. I really don't think any other explanation is needed. You just need to play it. And the final Kawaii game I would like to share with you guys is actually my favorite of all time, which is Harvest Moon Animal Parade for the Wii. Here's the box art. It's so cute! Now, there have been a ton of Harvest Moon games within the universe of Harvest Moon. The oldest one that I've played is on the GameCube, and I actually have my original little disc right here. Is Harvest Moon A Wonderful Life, and you play as a male protagonist. So I got to date a bunch of super cute girls in this little farming town, and then they also came out with Harvest Moon Another Wonderful Life, where you got to play as a female protagonist. There were games way before that, and there's been games way after it, but Animal Parade is my absolute favorite from the series. So the framework of Harvest Moon Animal Parade is that you have inherited a farm, and when you arrive there, it's like really sad and crappy and run down, and so you have to fix up the farm, you have to like grow crops and raise animals, but there's also like a main plot line you can follow through as well. And I won't spoil too much because it is very cute and very fun, but basically the harvest goddess within the town tells you that like nature is dying, everything's out of sync, and you have to do things to fix it and fix nature and bring the town back alive. And it's really cute and fun. I think the designs are adorable. I love that they give like the animal section of the game a little more of a spotlight. In Harvest Moon, you always have like a farming and animal keeping kind of gameplay going on, but in Animal Parade specifically, they have more of a focus on like the animal section, which I love. And you don't have to play the main storyline of the game at all if you don't want to. You can just do like the head empty farming animal stuff. It is also a dating sim, so that's super fun. And it's definitely a very wholesome dating sim. It is not going to be the stuff that you will find in otome games. So if you want something a little more lightweight compared to those, Harvest Moon is a great option for that. In fact, I think I really want to play this game today, so I think I'll actually go do that now. Thank you guys so much for spending some time with me on my channel today. I hope you guys can play some of my favorite Kawaii games. And if one of your favorite Kawaii games wasn't mentioned in my video, please let me know down below in the comments. I would love to know what your favorite games are. Well, thanks again, guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye!